into Nuggets post-game live. We're here in the Colorado. Absolutely. We all wanted defense, didn't yes? And we got it here. We got the defensive guru, Bill Hanslick. Nuggets post-game live, presented by your Front Range Toyota stores. They give up 19 points and then 17 points, third and fourth quarters in this game. What about their defense made them so good?
Just the physicality of it is what I loved. Guess what, Dems? They only had 28 points in the paint, Boston, and yet the Nuggets were still able to get out on their three-point shooting. 12 for 43 was Boston from behind the arc, and they're a high-volume, high-mic three-point team.
Yeah, to your point, 34% shooting for the Boston Celtics in this game. I did a hit on Derek White, who had 18 points at halftime, 2 in the second entirety of the second half. Meanwhile, Nikola Jokic was busily going off yet again. 30 points for the Nuggets star, 30 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Took him a little bit to get started, but then he did in 15 in the third.
God, he had some great looks, and he shot a lot of threes early on. But it wasn't until maybe that third quarter he had 15 points, and that really turned around. A lot of those were in the paint, and on that, we talked about the 11-0 run at the end of the third. There were 4 layups and Joker's 3 in that 11-0 run.
Yeah, what did he kind of get sorted out? I mean, there were a lot of three-point shots from him early in this game. I think that kind of faded back into the post, at least closer to the post, as the game went on. How did he kind of get himself back into spaces that were more effective?
I think they ran more plays for him to get the ball down low, and it was productive. And then Valanciunas came in. He did a nice job of getting some post-paint points, and then they had those layups, those fast break layups, where you could tell that Coach Joe Mazzulla from the Celtics called timeouts. He didn't like, they were missing and not getting back. Nuggets were able to fast break them.
Yeah. The white flag pretty early in that fourth quarter. I'd say midway through the fourth quarter, and just said, all right, we've had enough, and really let the Nuggets have it. You spoke about Jonas Valanciunas, 11 points. He was part of a Nuggets bench that scored 42 points in this game tonight. This is the ball assist. They remind you to choose aluminum. Yeah, look at this. I mean, just everywhere, everybody, everywhere, all the time. And hands, they really did need this because Jamal Murray left this game in the first quarter, never came back with an illness. So you had to add additional players to produce for this team.
You know, let's give a big shout out to Bruce Brown, because he started that second half, and what, I mean, the guy only made 1 field goal.
Yeah.
So it wasn't his, but defensively, he was stellar. He turned Jaylen Brown over twice in the first half and another time in the third quarter, and those steals led to fast break points. And again, the Nuggets didn't turn it over too much. The points off turnovers were light at only, I think, 5 or 7 points off of that.
It was 5.
They turned Boston over, and Boston gave up points off turnovers.
Yeah, 14 points off of 14 Boston turnovers, only 5 points off of 9 Nuggets turnovers for Denver. Hardaway, 14 points. Jonas Valanciunas with 11. KJ Simpson was a plus 13, the former University of Colorado star, filling in because it was not just, there was no Jamal Murray after the first quarter. Jalen Pickett has also been out with an injury, and he was not available in this game. So you had to get right down the list, and KJ Simpson was able to come in.
Great pickup by the Nuggets, by the way. Great
Absolutely.
pickup.
Absolutely. All right. Let's take our hands was really big in this one. 14 points off the bench.
Yeah, and he struggled starting off, missed some open looks, missed a couple free throws. But then when he gets it going, look out. He had, you know, right at the end of the half, remember that steal Bruce Brown had and got him going. He had a dunk on a fast break. So kudos to Tim Hardaway. He's offense off the bench.
Yeah, and the thing that strikes me about him is kind of whatever you need. Obviously, it's more of a shooting situation, scoring with him, but kind of whatever you need, he's been able to provide what that game needs from him at that moment.
And again, we've talked about this before. Yes, he's a shooter. He's a three-point threat that defenses pay attention to. But I love his defense. I mean, he gets up on guys. He makes it tough. And that's why a lot of times he's playing late in the games it's not so much his offense as he's a good defender.
Yeah, also Cam Johnson as a starter, plus 17 in this game. That was second best on the team. He had 11 points, 5 rebounds in this game. And ever since he's come back, he had the early season where he was trying to figure things out, got it figured out, got injured, came back, but looks like he has not missed a beat since he's been back.
Well, he was great. He had a couple nice assists when nobody else could make a three. I think he had 3 of them, Dev. So a great night for Cam, and they need that from him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Nuggets, just a number of players tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures here in scoring tonight. So just a great effort for a team that needed it. They lost at Golden State, a couple of nights before, and they were looking to improve a lot of things.
Yeah, and give Coach Adelman credit. I mean, look how many guys played tonight. I can't count them up. I mean, the guys that played at least 10 minutes or more. Mm-hmm. He went deep on his roster, especially with Jamal going out with the illness. You got to rely on other guys, and they stepped up.
9 players with 10 minutes or more. Okay, let's take another break here on Nuggets Post Game Live. Still about a Western Conference hands that's really packed in terms of the playoff race and seeding as San Antonio kind of separates themselves. San Antonio and OKC separate themselves out from everybody else. The 3rd seed is probably a very much of interest to the Nuggets.
Yeah, and you know what's important to me for the Nuggets was they've struggled at home a little bit. Different, guys being out, things. Schedule hadn't been in their favor. Played a lot of road games. Did well on the road. But now's your opportunity because you got a lot of home games coming up against plus 500 teams. And tonight gets you that feel. Here's how we have to play to be able to beat good teams, and that's defend.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, we're in Colorado Social, which means we have an opportunity to talk to fans, or fans having an opportunity to talk to us. So we're going to take a few questions. Yeah. So we're going to take a few questions from the fans, starting with you, gentlemen. What's your name?
Jeff in Denver.
Jeff, what's your question or
Hey, I
comment?
was talking to you guys earlier, but did you get a chance to add up how many points Bill Hanslick had in just the Doug Moore highlights tonight?
Must have been a lot.
Must have been at least 30, Bill. At least 30.
Man, jeez. Did Doug yell at me in any of those highlights? I didn't see him.
And then the other question I have is Bill, you as a former player, though, the Nuggets are notorious for this, playing up and down to the level of their competition. They lose to Golden State with no starters, and they beat Boston by 20. What did you guys go through in the locker room when stuff like this happens? Because I know it does happen.
Well, sometimes every year things go up and down a little bit. I remember, I'll give you a good example. It was 5 years ago or something. The Nuggets played Golden State here, loaded Golden State, a prime Curry, Klay Thompson, everybody. And you remember Juancho Hernandez had made 7 or 8 threes in that game, and the Nuggets absolutely stole the game. Sometimes weird things just happen, but once you get out in the playoffs and it's a playoff race, that evens out. You know how you have to play, and everything that the Nuggets are geared for is for the big tournament at the end.
All right, let's take our next question. What's your name? Which question?
My name's Noah. I'm looking for what are some of the key elements of this emphatic win that we can take into the playoffs and hopefully a long playoff Nuggets run?
That's easy.
Yeah.
Come on, Dev. What is it?
You're going to say it's defense.
Yes, defense. We were talking before the game. If you looked at the top 5 defensive teams in the league and the 5 top offensive teams in the league, the Nuggets being one of those top 5 offensive teams, these guys on the defensive side, which is OKC, Detroit, Houston, and I can't forget that. There's a little level above. Now, that doesn't mean say you can't win it all by being an offensive team, but your defense has to be at a level to give you a chance. And they show they can do it tonight, and then they ought to be able to do a little more when they get AG and Peyton Watson back.
Yeah, which might be coming soon. We'll update the status of those 2 players as we go on in this program. But yeah, to your point, this was repeatable. This is just physical defense. This is in your face. This is close space, close down space, and contest shots. That is
rebound.
Yeah, and then rebound.
They got after the boards tonight, which was great to see.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, we'll take one more. What's your name and what's your question?
My name's Gio, and I was asking, Is AG's injury, is it a career-impacting injury?
Okay, so we'll get to it right now then.
No, I refuse to believe that, Dennis.
No, I don't think so. But they're going to play it really cautious with them. So the update with AG and Peyton Watson is this: yesterday at practice.